Modern audience enriched by manga!
So a new manga has come out from Shueisha called Drama Queen, and it's got the modern
sounds like
audience
me.
types extremely upset. So basically Japan has been taken over by aliens, although given the scale of what's occurring here and the spaceships that are apparently flying all over the entire sky, it's also heavily implied that this alien thing is occurring all over the world as well, although that's still a bit unclear, at least in the first chapter. Now, they're not taking over in the way of like direct force. No, it's much more manipulative, because there was a giant meteor that was going to destroy the Earth, to which these aliens suddenly showed up and destroyed the meteor. Now the majority of people on Earth are extremely grateful for their new alien overlords and treat them like a bunch of kings. Even when some of the aliens are mistreating humans, nobody does anything about it because everyone is basically worshiping these new aliens. There seems
Okay, that seems like a fucked up premise, but yeah, I understand where this is going, sure.
to be two main characters so far, one being 17-year-old Namamoto, who seems to constantly be on the receiving end of some levels of physical violence from these aliens, including her boss at work, who constantly physically abuses her. This frickin' alien blob thing.
Hello? What the fuck? Hello? Hello? My stream's still up? Banned? Hi, I'm still here! Okay, give me a second. Give me 1 minute. I'll check if it's my fucking...
Characters so far, one being
Just give me a second, I'll refresh and like change my proxy. I'll change my proxy. Maybe it's because of the proxy. It sometimes does this. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, there we go.
Levels of physical violence from these aliens, including her boss at work, who constantly physically abuses her. This frickin' alien blob thing, basically making it a regular thing for him to hit her in the face. And that's not even the only alien that hits her. Earlier than that, there's another one like walking by that elbows her in the face and then refuses to apologize for this apparent accident. Anyways, she despises these aliens.
I love this frame. The Giga Chad alien with the babe. I don't know. This is so well drawn. That's a blobby alien motherfucker.
She despises these aliens, and eventually she meets a coworker of hers at the factory, Kitami, who also hates the aliens, so they get along great. The dude was
so they're racist against the aliens that abuse them. Okay.
Also hit in the face by that boss of theirs, but he specifically hates the aliens because of how they killed his family. What happened is that his family was celebrating how his little sister got accepted into high school, and suddenly one of these aliens reverses into them with their fancy car and kills them all. None of the alien authorities doing anything, they don't care. And the humans don't do anything about this either, because once again, most of them just worship these aliens. And the minority of humans out there who don't worship the aliens are basically too afraid to do anything about the stuff. Which
it's almost like it's an allegory for like rich people in a way. Yeah, like like gratitude can be substituted with money. Yeah, like this doesn't strike me as problematic at all.
Also heavily implies that this sort of thing is happening all over the earth. So once again, while the aliens are not like as terrible as other aliens we've seen in works of fiction and their treatment of humans, there are still absolutely elements of oppression, abuse, deceit, and manipulation, etc., etc., coming from the aliens and how they treat humans. Key to me also taking this further and presenting a rather compelling theory that the aliens, with their highly advanced technology, could have created the meteorite that began heading to Earth to begin with, just so they could destroy it and pull off this whole so-called peaceful invasion. And so at the end of the first chapter, Namamoto's abusive alien boss accidentally gamins himself, the dude inadvertently setting himself on fire.
Dude, I love manga, man. Some things you just can't translate into what is it called, animation. It's so good. Just
And of
blows
course,
himself
Namamoto
up.
ends up being fired because of this. And shortly after that, while she's at home, Kitami shows up, and it turns out he also had a little alien incident. Except his was a little bit more intentional. Another alien had hit him in the face. This is like a recurring theme, apparently. These aliens love beating up humans. Except this time, Kitami didn't take it. He fought back and ended up beating this alien to death. So dude shows up at Namamoto's house and is like, yo, I need your help. We gotta dispose of this body. And together they end up crafting this solution. The solution of cooking the alien and then eating it. Well, specifically, Namamoto eats the alien. Kitami seems to find it disgusting, but Namamoto loves it. And this is
Grilled squid, to be exact. It smelled really, really good. Simple, Batman. We cook the alien.
particularly funny because earlier in the manga, she had mentioned how she hasn't been able to afford meat at all. Well, this is her big break. She finds the meat to be delicious. And so as the chapter ends, it sets them up to potentially be this like group of alien murderers who are going to cook more up and eat them or something. That's kind of like what it left off as. Of course, we'll need to see where this all goes. But yeah, that's essentially what occurred. A TLDR of chapter 1. There's still a lot of stuff I skipped over, though, a lot of fine details. Definitely consider checking this out if it sounds like your cup of tea. And so
again, I don't. What's problematic in here?
So back to the modern audience thing. What's got them so upset? Why are they so offended by this manga? Well, they seem to think that these manipulative, oppressive, alien blob things represent real-life human immigrants.
I'm so tired, man. Is this not like a low IQ take? Did people just not take English class where they were forced to analyze paragraphs to understand metaphors more distinctly? It's not literal, you fucking troglodyte. Yeah, I don't know. Seems kind of weird that you think of... This is the same thing when people see, like, what is it called? Orcs in video games, and they're like, those are black people, right? And then they say, you're racist towards black people because orcs are bad in this video game. And you're like, what? How? They're orcs. What? Like, it's so unbelievably racist, man.
And they say that the two main characters' treatment of these aliens is racist, amongst a number of other things. And therefore, they're trying to also say that the mangaka is a very problematic individual, using this manga as a bunch of dog whistles or something. You know, some of these sort of people always got to try and look for the next thing to call problematic and to get offended by.
It's so
For example,
cringe.
we have a tweet here with all caps, getting 31,000 plus likes on December.
Oh my god, this was on my For You page. I didn't know what it was about, and I was like looking at it, I was like, I don't get it. And then I just like literally clicked off of it. I saw this on my page. I didn't understand it.
First, saying, how did this get greenlit? This manga is just an outlet for a bigoted Japanese person to rant about the recent influence of immigration in Japan. I think the OP may have meant influx of immigration. Not sure. Regardless, that's a pretty bold claim. The fact of the matter is, you can't know for sure why this mangaka...
But immigrants aren't rich, and like if you're going to go for the full metaphor, if you're going to take the metaphor literally and say that the manga author made it so that it's the rich people are immigrants instead of aliens, in real life, immigrants aren't rich. Not even in Japan. They're actually kind of like moderately like second class citizens. Unironically, like foreigners, they have a hard time like getting apartments. They experience like they're not treated as well as like citizens, even if they pay all their taxes and they're good and like upstanding like non-criminals.
Made this manga. Maybe he really doesn't like the influx of recent immigration in Japan. And for the record, simply ranting about that, as the tweet claims, doesn't make someone a bigot. That's like the sort of talking point you'd get from The View or something. But anyways, maybe that stuff really did spur the mangaka to make Drama Queen. Or maybe He simply wanted to write about a bunch of obnoxious, disgusting aliens and have the two main characters do something about it, to which the point would therefore be to simply make something entertaining. The responses to that tweet having a bit of duality, one saying cry harder, and the other saying the chapter wasn't even trying to hide the parallel.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up, man. Get off the internet, turn off the computer, press the power button, and put the fries in the motherfucking bag. You fucking loser. You low IQ, no passing, English test taking little bitch.
Comments such as base Japan, and y'all don't remember that Japan has been racist for like a long time. Fork found
Oh my fucking. Oh, and this is why people have issues with MasterCard and Visa taking away the rights for people to buy and purchase like things that people don't agree with. What if this manga gets censored because it's like racist or some shit, even though it's literally not?
in Kitchen, and
one guy
I know
thinks
there's literally
it is.
only one chapter out, but these are some of the most unlikable characters I've seen in a minute. In my opinion so far, Key to me is what he is, just like kind of generic, needs a little more screen time, I guess, so to speak.
Sure.
But Namamoto's been very entertaining, and ultimately that's an extremely important thing for a main character to be, entertaining. So I'll definitely be reading chapter 2. I want to see where this thing goes. This tweet, claiming that Drama Queen is straight up Nazi manga, saying it's so shockingly racist that they're speechless, and wondering what Shueisha was thinking. That tweet getting over 1,400
Nazi manga. I didn't hear. Nazi has lost the meaning of like the actual meaning behind the word. It makes no sense.
likes. Another tweet says, yes, because them being racist is totally not a character flaw and looked down by other characters in the story. And showing an example where some of the other co-workers at the factory look at Namamoto and say, couldn't you have called for help? In reference to how she watched the abusive boss immolate. And it's amazing how these people are upset that the abusive boss got axed. Dude would literally like hit her every day and make her bleed. But for some reason, so many of these people are letting that go, not saying anything about it, and instead blaming Namamoto for everything, following that same premise.
But it's supposed to, it's just so low IQ. You can't even address the emotional implications of a woman experiencing abuse and mistreatment against a literal alien, a fantasy alien in a fantasy setting, in a futuristic setting. And you can't even understand that. Like, I wonder what they think, like, in real life, if they extrapolate like this. Yeah, I have to wonder what these people think.
I found this comment to be very interesting. They start by referencing another manga, and then go on to talk about Drama Queen, saying, in this, however, the aliens aren't even necessarily doing anything wrong from what we've seen. The main character claims she got hit, but we didn't see it either time. There's no proof that the system is rigged for the aliens, or that they faked the meteor. Meanwhile, they're the ones killing and eating people. Well, aliens, are aliens people? Maybe that's the question this series is going to address. I'm interested in how future chapters go, at the very least. Well, at least they're interested in seeing where it goes. However, there's some issues with...
You're interested in where it goes, but you distinctly call it a Nazi manga. It's the first chapter of the manga.
With that comment, first of all, they victim blame Namamoto, saying there's no proof that she actually got hit, when she's shown bleeding multiple times. And the first time, yeah, we can see the alien like raised his arm, seemingly smacking Namamoto behind him and making her bleed from the nose. To which she does say, yeah, the alien hit her, and he refuses to apologize. To be fair, there is an argument that this may have not actually hit her the way this was drawn or something, but it seems like...
Sure, no, I totally understand what they're saying, but like, why are you labeling it xenophobic?
like a weak argument. And of course, they also said there's no proof that the system is rigged for the aliens, when in fact we do have proof of that. The first example being how aliens are getting free parking places, while humans are forced to pay. And of course, the whole situation with Kitami and his family. Those are just a few examples, but let's check out this response where someone said to that person, the part where...
And it's ironic because these people will always say, believe all women and believe all stories, but if it's a fictional one, they instantly jump to conclusions and start saying horrible shit. I just can't. Yeah, if it's fictional, it's fine, but in real life, we gotta believe all women. Yeah, she faked getting punched so that the fictional alien could look bad in front of her. It's like, what the fuck, man? Go outside, man.
Where she, being Namamoto, claims she was hit is the most telling part. If the author really wanted to paint the alien as the bad guy, they would have drawn a panel of the alien elbowing her to drive the point the alien is bad. But in all three panels, where she got a nosebleed, we never see the alien touch her. So I already addressed that point earlier. Let's continue on to the next thing this person says, which is, it could be that she internalized the hatred she had for the alien so much that she thinks her nosebleeds are caused by the alien. These people...
This is so ironic, it actually kind of hurts. The irony of them typing that out. It could be that she internalizes the hatred she had for the alien so much so that she thinks her nosebleeds are caused by the alien. It's kind of ironic, no? That they type this out on Twitter? That these schizos that type this shit out they don't have the cognitive capacity to understand that maybe they're the problem. This looks like Reddit. Well, I mean, whatever, same fucking thing, but it's like, what?
Really sound like they're just victim blaming, really. They end with this.
Doesn't matter. It's
if done correctly,
thing.
This manga could be a good social commentary on the effects of xenophobia, racism on the mind of people. I've seen so much parallel with this chapter, and Haitian/Ohio situation in real life.
Why are you likening things to real life, you fucking mental patient? It's a drawing!
Oh yeah, this 17-year-old girl getting abused by these grown aliens, you know, that's just, it's all her fault. She's really just imagining this and just bleeding for some reason. A reason that's totally not the fault of the aliens hitting her in the face. Now, I did admit this could have been drawn more clearly. However, if I had to pick, is she really getting hit or not, I'd say the evidence is more compelling that she is, despite some arguments you can make about the way this was drawn.
This is gonna get the Streisand effect. I'm actually unironically going to read this manga. When is it coming out, the next chapter? Does anybody know? I'm actually so interested now. I want to see where it goes. They're weekly? I understand, but what day does it come out? You know, like how animes come out on certain days? Every Sunday? So is it our Sunday or their Monday or whatever? I kind of want to read it, Their Monday, our Sunday. Okay, thank you. I'll try and keep that in mind. I'm actually really curious.
Another top comment reading, it's satire. We're meant to relate to the protagonists, but we're sure as heck not supposed to like them. We don't see the alien accident that supposedly leads to the loss of the male character's family. It's implied by the InfoWars quoted MC.
Here we go. The MC is Alex Jones Pilled. Alex Jones Pilled main character in a Japanese manga. We've come full circle. Yep.
Sees that the aliens may have staged the meteorite incident and that they're taking shots away
aliens
from
are turning
humans,
the frogs
but there's
gay,
no evidence of that. We don't see the aliens hit anyone. And then there's the title, Drama Queen. So yeah, it's a somewhat subversive jab for shonen at the xenophobic politics pervading much of the world currently. Otherwise, this would be one of the worst first chapters of manga I've ever read.
Or you're a dumb bitch that can't separate real life politics from a fictional universe in a manga. Yeah, I think it's the first, not the. I think it's the latter, not what you said.
If
lady.
done right, there will be more complexity and nuance as we go forward. For example, perhaps we'll find that a less scrupulous alien leader did stage the meteorite incident to find a home to save their species, but that most of the alien population is unaware and are decent. But I do expect that the story stands firmly against xenophobia/racism/eating sentient beings, despite what we learned in Chapter 1. I think some of these people take everything way too seriously. I don't care if it's satire or not.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Eating sentient beings. But they killed them. Like, they didn't cook them alive. Also, we eat animals. They're sentient, aren't they not? Like, what is it? What is this, like, vegan messaging? Like, what? Animals are not sentient? Oh, are they not? I thought they were sentient. Animals are not sentient. Okay, never mind. I thought animals were considered sentient. I thought it meant, like, you know, have cognitive thought. Sapient. Animals are sentient. Guys, what you think of as sentient? I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. Are animals sentient? Yes, animals are sentient. Okay, I'm right. Go fuck yourself. I am right. Meaning they can express a range of emotions, including positive and negative feelings. Okay, you guys are fucking dumb. I'm right. You're wrong. Go fuck yourself. Anyway, what is this vegan messaging? Hello? Racist, xenophobic, eating sentient beings. Yeah, go eat some plants, bro.
Chapter 1. I think some of these people take everything way too seriously. I don't care if it's satire or not. I don't care if they stand against eating the aliens or not. I care if it's entertaining, and so far it has been. As a matter of fact, that's also what I care about regarding the characters. I like the character. Well, I like Namamoto. Like I said, Akitami is a bit generic and bland so far, but Namamoto's been likable. Is she entertaining on screen? For me, that's a yes. So yes, I like that character. The same thing goes for a lot of villains in various manga and anime.
I think
Look
the
at
plot's
the
a
Sternritter,
good
for example,
plot.
in Bleach. A lot of them are very entertaining, despite doing terrible things, and that's why they have a lot of fans, because people want entertainment out of their entertainment. Shocker. Yet for some of these people, they need everything to match their real world political positions 100%, and if it doesn't, then they're not supposed to like that thing, and they can't enjoy it in any way, shape, or form. These sort of people are completely devoid of nuance. It's a pretty sad thing.
I genuinely think that that 90% of people that try to watch and comment on fictional writing or, you know, poetry, even song lyrics, I think they genuinely they struggled in English class to understand metaphors. That was like the most basic thing we learned in English class. Metaphors, stories, how characters might feel, rewriting stories. Like, it's the whole point of English class most of the time, at least for me. And I think people failed, and it shows.
Anyways, let's read a few more top comments here so you can get more examples of people getting offended by this manga. And I'm not going to comment as much now because I'm actually running out of time. I got to be out the door really soon. So here's another top comment. Reads, I'll try to give the author the benefit of the doubt since it's only the first chapter and the art's good. That being said, I'm unsure if the manga is meant to be satirical, wish fulfillment, anti-colonialist, or anti-immigration. Might be all of them, I don't know. I'll stick
anti-colonialist or anti-immigration. Pick a fucking line, man.
Around for the ride though, since their previous one-shots are apparently pretty good. Plus it's rare for Jump to release something this unhinged. The only reason why I'm hesitant to assume that manga is 100% satire, / the characters being horrible is on purpose, is because Tokyo Shinobi Squad did essentially the same thing, without a hint of self-awareness. You get an image here that says, what's becoming of this country? So much for a glorious
Oh, that's so hot.
Nation. I keep seeing people claim this is anti-colonial because the aliens are the population majority, but that part just kind of reads like a great replacement conspiracy dystopia to me. Response saying it's 100% ripped straight from Great Replacement Theory style.
Oh my god. What if it turns out it's just a story about people fighting back against aliens? And it's not anything to do with the Great Replacement Theory.
Conspiracies. Someone asks,
or any of
what's
the
the manga about?
Shit.
It's a response that says aliens show up to save the Earth from a giant asteroid, and they become super popular and start propagating on Earth everywhere, from media to industry. Protagonist keeps talking about how much they hate them, and how they're showing up everywhere. And her boss is even one. Something happens, and they find out that aliens are edible. Yes, they eat the alien. It has pretty weird vibes, and I'm still on the fence if that's intentional or not. Might be about Great Replacement Theory, or might just be a slow alien invasion. The protagonist so far isn't made out to be a hero or heroic, and it's still too early to say if it's really that bad. But I'm still gonna make fun of it, like with Free Ren.
Oh, there were actual Red flag. They hate Freerin. They're one of those soy boys that hates Freerin because they show that demons are irredeemable evil characters. And they're charismatic and supposed to trick humans. Yeah, demons aren't evil. Lord of the Rings orcs they're wholesome chunguses and they have families, Alana. Oh my fucking god. This last sentence absolutely explains everything written in this paragraph. You need help. You need help.
There's so many more examples that I could show you and discuss, but as mentioned, I'm out of time. So let me know what you think about this stuff in the comments. And if you enjoyed my coverage, consider liking and or subscribing. Appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.
Oh my god, he must have done this on purpose. Finding a comment that includes how Freerin is a bad show and this guy's like, I'm gonna own the chuds.
And if you enjoyed my coverage,
unbelievable. Reddit hands typed this. Reddit hands typed this and they pressed enter. Nope, Chudlana confirmed. Yep, they're just owning the chuds. What's the title of the manga? Drama Queen. Drama Queen. Yep. These are the people that get eaten by demons and then they're like, oh no, I'm being eaten. Oh, they're just the good guys. Yep. That was a good laugh. That was a good laugh. Thank you to whoever suggested that. I was a little bit skeptical. I was like, where's the problem in this? And then the Reddit post started coming out.